From a baby boondocks in Slovenia to the White House, Melania Trump has captivated the apple with her adroitness and poise. But abaft her attainable angel lies a abundant backstairs activity and a $70 actor fortune. Before we dive into the daily routine of Melania Trump, hit the like button if you think she's the most beautiful first lady in history, and leave a heart in the comments. How did the above archetypal become one of the best ambiguous Aboriginal ladies in history? Discover the amazing adventure she's had. The final acknowledgement will leave you astonished. Early activity and career from Slovenia to global acumen. Melania Trump's adventure from a baby boondocks in Slovenia to all-around acumen is the apotheosis of ambition, resilience, and adventurous vision. Built in Melania Knavs in 1970 in the boondocks of Sevnica, Melania's Aboriginal years were shaped by a middle-class background. Her father, Victor, formed as a car salesman, while her mother, Amalia, was an actualization designer. From an adolescent age, Melania was absorbed in the apple of actualization and beauty, but she wasn't agreeable with artlessly admiring it from afar. She capital to be a allotment of it. At aloof 16, Melania began her clay career, alive with a bounded columnist who bound accustomed her potential. Despite actuality told by some industry assembly that she didn't accept the attending for all-embracing runways, Melania pushed forward. This Aboriginal assurance paid off. She active with an agency in Milan, area she started to accomplish after effects in the actualization world. Her Aboriginal above attack was for the actualization abode Porter, and it wasn't connected afore she bent the absorption of top designers. By the Aboriginal 1990s, Melania's career was skyrocketing. Moving to Paris, she formed for some of the bigger names in fashion, including Chanel, Versace, and Dior. But it wasn't aloof her looks that stood out. Melania's adeptness to acclimate and advertise a ambit of styles, from haute couture to bartering modeling, set her afar from the competition. In fact, she became accepted as one of the industry's top chameleons, able to transform into annihilation, from the affected helpmate on the awning of an actualization annual to the baking brilliant of a high-end aroma commercial. But it was in 1996 Melania's accurate career advance came. She confused to New York City, the actualization basic of the world, and about anon, she was authoritative in impact. New York offered amaranthine opportunities, and it didn't booty connected for Melania to acreage some of her bigger gigs. She graced the covers of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, GQ, and New York Magazine, acceptable one of the best sought-after models in the world. Her artful European beauty and assertive attendance fabricated her and admired of photographers like Patrick de Marchelier and Bruce Weber, both of whom captured her in iconic campaigns. Melania additionally angled out into high-profile announcement campaigns for affluence brands like Chanel, Christian Dior, Jeep, and Fendi. Her assignment with these top brands caked her cachet as one of the best acknowledged models of the 90s. In fact, she was one of the Aboriginal models to absolutely capitalize on the crossover amid aerial actualization and accumulation bazaar advertising. But it was Melania's cardinal choices and adeptness to seize opportunities that fabricated her career absolutely arresting. She was a woman avant-garde of her time, not alone abyssal the awful aggressive apple of clay, but additionally breaking into the realms of business and claimed branding. A fateful meeting, Donald Trump, and a life-altering union. None of her antecedent accomplishments could accept able her for the activity-altering moment she met Donald Trump. It all started at a abundant New York Actualization Week event, a abode area the aristocratic aggregate to accomplish deals, barter pleasantries, and strut their stuff. Models, designers, and billionaires circuitous in an atmosphere of balance and affluence, and amid the bright crowd, Melania's aisle beyond with none added than Donald Trump. In 1998, Melania Aboriginal met Donald Trump at a party, and their allure was immediate. Their accord-bound blossomed from that Aboriginal encounter. By 2005, afterwards several years of dating, Melania and Donald fabricated their abutment official. Their accretion at Donald's adequate Mar-a-Lago acreage in Palm Beach was not a loofah anniversary of love. It was a comedy of abundance and power. The bedfellow account apprehend like a who's who of the ultra-rich, A-list celebrities and affecting political figures. Alike Oprah was there. Melania wore a beauteous Christian Dior clothes that amount to air-conditioned $100,000, and every moment of the day, from the flowers to the cake, was accurate in the media. The Apple watched as the alluring brace caked their abode at the acme of aerial society. Transformation from archetypal to Aboriginal lady. As Melania began herself at the centermost of Unbound spotlight, she became the Aboriginal adopted built-in Aboriginal adult in U.S. history. She faced amaranthine comparisons to accomplished Aboriginal ladies, including the media's abreast-affected focus on her actualization choices, attainable speeches, and interactions with the president. Her accommodation to abrasion and "I absolutely don't care, do you?" anorak during a appointment to a Texas apprehension center most sparked abuse and belief about her accurate animosity, apropos the Ancestors Break policy. One of her best arresting roles as Aboriginal adult was Arch Her Be Best initiative, which focused on the abundance of children, including alive cyberbullying and advocating for the accent of Aboriginal adolescents' development. Although the action was met with alloyed reviews, it was bright that Melania was acutely committed to authoritative, absolute impact, alike in the bosom of a political environment. A abiding partner abaft the scenes. As she transitions into activity afterwards the White House, Melania's enduring access is clear. She may not accept being as about articulate as some Aboriginal ladies afore her, but her quiet strength, abutment for her husband, and charge to her causes, except anchored her abode in history as abundant, added than aloof, the wife of the 45th Admiral of the United States. Ambitious ventures, architecture and authority above the spotlight. Melania Trump has agilely yet steadily artificial her own path, creating a banking authority that stands as a attestation to her business acumen and assurance in a Apple that often assumes the wives of billionaires abide in their husbands' shadows. Melania has defied expectations, proving you can be affiliated to one of the world's best acclaimed businessmen and still carve out a different legacy. Jewelry banned on QVC. A Aboriginal step in 2010, Melania boarded on her Aboriginal above ambitious adventure by ablution, a adornment banned on the accepted arcade arrangement QVC. Accepted for her timeless and adult style, she brought those qualities to her collection, which featured affected necklaces, rings, and bold account bracelets. Anniversary allotment reflected her claimed aesthetic, classic yet modern, adequate yet attainable. While the accumulating didn't become a blockbuster success, it apparent an important anniversary in her journey, signaling that Melania was added than a celebrity spouse. It wasn't aloof about the designs, it was about what they represented, a woman dispatch into the aggressive apple of business with her own vision. Melania Trump's affluence car collection. When it comes to affluence and abundance, Melania Trump doesn't authority back. Accepted for her categorical actualization and taste, it's no abruptness that her car accumulating reflects the aforementioned akin of composure. As a above supermodel, administrator, and wife of above Admiral Donald Trump, Melania has admission to some of the best admirable and attenuate cartage on the planet. Let's booty a afterpiece attending at the supercars she owns and their amazing values. Rolls-Royce Phantom. Estimated amount $450,000. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is an accurate attribute of affluence, accepted for its superior craftsmanship, ultra-comfortable interior, and quiet, bland ride. Melania's Rolls-Royce Phantom has been spotted at assorted high-profile events, generally accompanying her to attainable appearances alongside her husband. Bentley Continental GT. Estimated amount $250,000–$300,000. The Bentley Continental GT combines British adroitness with aerial achievement engineering. Melania's Bentley exudes breeding with its sleek contours and categorical interior, authoritative at the absolute car for a alluring ride about town. Porsche 911 Carrera. Estimated amount $100,000–$150,000. The Porsche 911 Carrera is one of the best acclaimed sports cars in the world, accepted for its activating achievement and iconic design. While Melania is generally apparent in added acceptable affluence sedans and SUVs, the Porsche 911 adds a sportier bend to her fleet. Cadillac Escalade. Estimated amount $90,000–$120,000. The Cadillac Escalade is the apotheosis of American affluence SUVs, generally associated with the affluent and powerful. As Aboriginal lady, Melania would generally be apparent traveling in a customized Cadillac Escalade, able with all the accretion and whistles that accomplish it, an adequate and safe agent for high-profile individuals. Transformation from archetypal to Aboriginal lady. Diving into the agenda age, NFTs and cutting-edge art fast avant-garde to 2021, and Melania abashed critics and admirers akin by dispatch into the apple of blockchain technology with her actual own NFT collection. Her Aboriginal piece, Melania's Vision, was the agenda artwork that embodied her signature actualization and vision, affairs for about $200,000. The artwork became an abrupt hit, accession Melania as a hasty yet austere amateur in the arising NFT market. Her attack tack into NFTs showcased her adeptness to analyze and appropriate opportunities alike in circuitous and avant-garde markets like cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Absolute acreage authority, architecture abundance, brick by brick. Perhaps the best cogent allotment of Melania's banking authority lies in her investments in absolute estate. While abounding, see her as the amount angry to the amaze and allure of Trump Tower or the authority of the White House. Few apprehend how cardinal her acreage acquisitions except been over the years. Melania's absolute acreage portfolio is as assorted as it is impressive. In the affection of Manhattan, she owns an adequate penthouse in Trump Tower, a acreage alike with affluence and exclusivity. Its beauteous interiors, across-the-board burgle views and prime area, accomplish it one of the best coveted addresses in New York City. But her investments go far above the U.S. borders. In her built-in Slovenia, Melania owns backdrop that reflect her abysmal affiliation to her homeland. These investments aren't about affectation, they're allotment of an anxiously curated portfolio advised to ensure her banking independence. Whether it's high-end apartments in Ljubljana or serene countryside retreats, these backdrop highlight her keen eye for amount and advanced potential, claimed life, aloofness, and family. Melania Trump is afterwards a agnosticism, one of the best clandestine attainable abstracts in avant-garde history, and that's absolutely what makes her so captivating. While her bedmate Donald Trump generally grabs absorption with his tweets, attainable statements, and ever-present media presence, Melania agilely chooses to alive activity on her own terms. She's not absorbed in acceptable abridged accoutrement or agriculture the beast of attainable opinion. Instead, she's able the art of befitting things abutting to the chest, acclamation motherhood, fashion, and her claimed interests with grace. Fashion, a accurate master. When it comes to fashion, Melania Trump is an accurate master. Her apparel is a anxiously curated, accumulating of affluence pieces. Anniversary absorption, her adult aftertaste and archetypal sensibilities. She abundantly wore a beauteous Dolce & Gabbana covering to the commencement of her bedmate in 2017, a allotment admired at over $52,000. This affecting yet affected covering altogether captured Melania's adeptness to alloy affluence with avant-garde fashion. Her apparel includes assorted show-stopping gowns, such as the 7,195 Monique Lhuillier conception she wore for an academic White House event. Motherhood, Barron Trump's apprenticeship. Despite her high-profile life, Melania has consistently prioritized her son Barron's abundance and education. Ensuring that his accomplishments is both adorning and aristocratic, Barron transitioned to St. Andrew's Episcopal Academy in Potomac, Maryland, an aristocratic academy accepted for its arduous class and ample access to apprentice development. With charge additionally topping $40,000 per year, St. Andrew reflects Melania's connected focus on accoutrement Barron with an apprenticeship that prepares him for an activity of success. 4 alluring facts about Aboriginal Lady Melania Trump. 1. She speaks 5 languages. Melania Trump's linguistic talents are arresting. She is chatty in 5 languages. Her built-in Slovenian, as able-bodied as English, French, Serbian, and German. This adeptness reflects her all-embracing upbringing and acknowledgement to assorted cultures. One of the tallest Aboriginal ladies in history. Continuing at an absorbing 5'11", Melania Trump is one of the tallest Aboriginal ladies in U.S. history. Her arresting acme complements her above career as an archetypal and enhances her advantageous attendance during attainable appearances. The second non-American Aboriginal lady in history, Melania Trump holds a different atom in U.S. history as alone the additional Aboriginal adult who wasn't built in the United States. The Aboriginal was Louisa Adams, the wife of John Quincy Adams, who was built in England. 4. A altruistic advance connected afore she became Aboriginal lady. From 2005 to 2009, Melania served as a goodwill ambassador for the American Red Cross, advocating for emergency abatement and adversity preparedness. She additionally lent her articulation to added accommodating causes, including efforts to action adolescents' diseases and advance education. Conclusion: Melania Trump's adventure is one of ambition, resilience, and transformation. From her apprehensive ancestry in Slovenia to her role as one of the best ambiguous Aboriginal ladies in history, she has consistently defied expectations and carved out her own path. Whether through her acknowledged clay career, her ambitious ventures, or her charge to her family, Melania has proved that she is abundant, added than aloof, the wife of a president. She is a force to be reckoned with in her own right.